It was in Mesopotamia and Syria that the prehistory of ancient Western Asia was born about 5,000 years ago.
Κάπου πριν 5.000 χρόνια από την εποχή μας.
The oldest civilization in Syria was at Mari, near the Euphrates.
Κοντά στον Εφράτη.
But how did these ancient Asian peoples live? And under what circumstances did their civilizations develop? It was the tyrant king and the all-powerful priesthood that dominated these Asian states and oppressed their people. People's minds turned towards the search for a resting place for the soul, the supernatural, and life after death. They craved the deliverance and the joy of life after death because of the terrible conditions in which they lived. The priests were willing to assist them in their quest, keeping all knowledge and intellectual developments to themselves. Art was also governed by strict guidelines laid down by the priesthood. Innovation was not permitted. The all-powerful priesthoods of Asia and Egypt led their flocks along chaotic paths, far removed from logic, truth, and the joy of living. But something different came to pass in that ancient world. In Greece, on the island of Crete, a different civilization was born. The Minoan civilization on Crete, based in the cities of Knossos, Festos, Malia and Zarkos, among others, bore no resemblance whatsoever to the spirit of the Asiatic civilizations. The Minoan-style state had its kings and priests, but they did not oppress their people. Historically, King Minos is considered to have been a just legislator. The Minoan citizen lived and created under comfortable social and economic conditions. The Cretans concentrated their efforts on finding beauty in this world, and this found expression in their customs and in their art forms. In Ugarit in Syria, there was a powerful Minoan colony and later a powerful Mycenaean one. This carving made at Ugarit, with its Creto-Mycenaean form and dress, is proof of the marked Greek presence throughout Syria and Palestine. When Alexander the Great got to Syria, he liberated it from the Persians. After his death, it was to be handed down to his heirs, first to the Antigonids, then to Antiochus, and finally to the Seleucids. Under the Seleucids, many great cities were to be built, and a new wave of colonization was to take place. Apamia is in the northwest of Syria. Was, along with Antioch, one of the most important cultural centers of the Hellenistic period.
Ήταν από τα μεγαλύτερα πολιτιστικά κέντρα της ελληνιστικής εποχής.
It was founded by Antigono and was called Pella for a short period of time. It was the headquarters for the Greek military high command. It was here that Posidonius, the Greek writer who wrote the significant treatise on the ocean, was born. The ancient city of Palmyra lies in the middle of the Syrian desert. The city was an important stop on the trade route between Syria and Mesopotamia. Its old name was Tadmur, which means a city with trees in Phoenician. The famous temple of Baal Zeus, the most powerful Greek and Syrian deities being identical in many ways. The ancient city was built in the Corinthian and Ionian styles. Within the temple, the two sanctuaries house the statues of Baal, Zeus, and the other deities. The idea of housing them in sanctuaries is wholly Syrian. The Greeks and Romans stood them on pedestals. Carved niches represented the 7 planets, with Zeus, Jupiter in the center, with the 12 signs of the zodiac around him, used to be visible in the ceiling of the northern sanctuary. The meaning was clear. Zeus ruled the heavenly moments and the fates of men. The legendary Zenobia, who was proud of her Greek ancestry, was queen of Palmyra during the 3rd century AD. She was a great beauty, spoke several languages, and was a tireless horsewoman. Zenobia fought heroically against the Romans who were besieging Palmyra, but in the end the city was taken and destroyed. There are many legends concerning Zenobia's fate. According to one, the Romans sold her as a slave girl in Rome. Another says the Greco-Syrian Zenobia escaped from the Romans, rode tirelessly back to Palmyra to once again become its queen. However, the purely Greek style in Palmyra will always reveal its uniqueness.